All right, it's time for the Prep Spotlight presented by the Jacobs Insurance Agency, local, independent, and trusted. I'll jump right into it, guys. In football, Corunna got win number 2 against Chesaning, 28-7 in the old MMB Trophy game. Yeah, the play on the field was a little sloppy. You would expect that from two one-win teams going at it, but it was hard played. But my biggest kudos goes to the Chesaning press box crew, Tom and Ed Ebenho. They absolutely killed it on the PA and the music. I mean, it was the best high school PA man I think I've ever heard. It was awesome.
Wow. That's high praise because you've been to a lot of games.
Oh yeah.
Was it like when it's like a football movie and he's like calling play-by-play over the broadcasting?
No, but it was high energy, high volume. The music that they played was awesome. I mean, at one point in the game, Corunna and a Chesaning kid both got offsetting personal fouls, and while the referees were discussing things, they're playing "Why Can't We Be Friends" on the PA.
Dude, I did PA for a couple baseball games in high school, and I tell you what, it's a blast doing stuff like that. Like, all right, let's all sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Like, it's just like how can I make an ass of my? He wasn't. How can I make this a situation hilarious? It is a fun job if you have the right personality for it. It sounds like this guy does. The smartest thing they ever did over at that stadium was, hey, let's keep our original home press box and our home bleachers, and let's move it to the other side. I mean, wasn't that just an A+ decision by, I don't know if it was the athletic director or the superintendent or whoever, but A+ on that decision.
100%, and we had the whole visitor side press box to ourselves. It was awesome, man. So That was fun. The PA guy really made it even more fun. Couple other notes. New Lothrop sophomore quarterback Carson Agnew led New Lothrop past Sheboygan with 200 yards passing and 3 TDs and 100 yards rushing. So they'll be dangerous in the playoffs. Another team, they got their hands full in front of them, but Owasso finished 6-3 in the regular season. They downed Essexville Garber. Liam Patrick, 4 touchdown passes, rushed for another. Braden Reed had 5 catches for 153 and 2 tuds. Trojans open with a road trip against DeWitt Friday night. Just a commentary here, guys. We've talked about it before, but really, the MHSAA has to do a better job of seeding instead of worrying so much about neighboring games. That's what I think.
It's too many divisions, man.
I know Ted or Jared, you can give way more thoughts than I can. Ted and I were talking before. My quick 2 cents on this is, I think, I play the middle ground a lot of times when we debate stuff. I think there's a good middle ground on this. You need to take into account travel for sure. Mm-hmm. Like I think I said to Ted, you don't want Owasso in their opening round to have to head up to like Mackinac or way up north. Okay, you don't want that extreme, but I don't think it seems like it is almost like the main factor in their decisions on playoff seeding is the logistics of travel, and it seems like it just screws over more teams than it doesn't. And Owasso has to go play DeWitt in their opening round playoff game, which they have a chance. They can go out there and win, but it's a tall task.
It's a tough draw. They're a legit program, man. Zimmerman, one of my favorite coaches in the state, is what DeWitt's had going with Coach Zimmerman there. The thing with and I agree with what you're saying, it's a tough draw for Owasso, and it can't be entirely based off location. But to me, this is just a divisions issue. Think about this: Freeland football is driving to Escanaba,
right?
For a district game. Your district game, it should be like Corunna versus Durand. It should be right in your backyard. Great rivalry.
That's fair.
You shouldn't be playing a goddamn team in the UP. 6 hours. It's like a weekend excursion for this squad in round 1 of Division 4 football. This isn't Division 8 where it's all UP schools. To me, it's time to they will never do it, and it's a bummer. Who would hate it if it's 6 divisions? Maybe it's a little extreme going down to 4. 6 divisions. I mean, 4 and 5 seem like the most natural combining of 2 divisions that there is out there. I mean, or even 3 and 4 if they're combined. Okay, now Owasso's going to Goodrich, maybe, or maybe now Freeland isn't having to drive 6 hours to Escanaba.
Right
now, they're playing in their backyard against a Goodrich or something like that. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I saw actually because Freeland's in Ludington's district, so I looked that up. But I didn't think about that. I saw Freeland was playing Escanaba. I didn't think about the travel for them. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
And so then they play Ludington after that. So even round 2, let's say they win against Escanaba, it's like round 2 versus Ludington. That's still a 2-hour drive. Like that's even kind of pushing it. Like wow, what is
that completely it disregards district, the whole idea of a district. Why even call it that anymore? My solution is completely seed it. And I don't care. You can keep the same divisions that are lower, like you're talking about. But if you need to, start the playoffs with a big bang and go, we're starting off, the whole playoffs will be on Saturday. So you got time to travel and stuff, and don't have to do a Friday night game.
I guess if you're going to have this traveling, even if it's supposed to be done by location, then you might as well just seed it entirely. And everybody's got to deal with this travel. I mean, six hours. I mean, we see it with Michigan going to USC. It's like a night and day different team, and that's flying on a plane. Like you're driving 6 hours and then you're going and playing a football game. Like that's not how to maximize a team's ability.
You can, so I mean, you may know because you have connections over there at Freeland. Are they leaving Thursday night? Like you can make the argument they should get there Thursday night instead of getting in a bus at 7 a.m. on Friday. Earlier. Like I would go Thursday night. So
I'm not positive, but I think it's a Saturday game, and I think they're driving up, staying in a hotel Friday night, and then playing Saturday, which this is high school football, and it's not like you're playing at Ford Field tomorrow where it's like, let's go stay in a hotel, let's enjoy it. It's just a district opening game. Not even like 2 9-0 squads battling it out. Two solid teams. It's just crazy, man.
Absolutely. Well, this is kind of an extended prep spotlight. I have a special one I want to get out on the table, but first, I know Matt's got a couple of comments from a couple of our high school experts. He's going to get on the table here.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to check in with a couple friends of the pod, a couple guys who follow high school football very closely in the state of Michigan. They always check in and give us their segments for the prep pigskin preview at the beginning of the season. So why not, now that it's playoff time, see what they're looking out for, see what kind of got them excited with the playoff draws and the matchups coming up this weekend. First one, I'll just go ahead and read what they sent us. The first one, Tyler from Michigan Football Frenzy, Michigan Prep Frenzy. You can follow him on Twitter at MishFBFrenzy. He has a podcast. Check that out too, but definitely give him a follow. He'll have you all updated on the scores and everything going on across the whole state of Michigan. So yeah, definitely give Tyler a follow there. But yeah, his 3 notes that he gave us. Adrian has quietly put together a really good season, extremely consistent, and we're able to get a decent draw. Could be a team to watch for as a possible Cinderella run. So he has maybe a sleeper pick there in Adrian. D4 is an absolute gauntlet. One of my favorite potential matchups is Divine Child versus Harper Woods. Legitimate D1 talent on both sides of the ball for both teams. As high level a game as there is in the state, and it's happening in D4. And the last little nugget that Tyler gave me, Valley Lutheran versus Ithaca, rematch in round 1. Looking forward to seeing if Valley Lutheran can grab another win after defeating them for the first time in school history to clinch a TVC title in the regular season. The game came right down to the end just a few weeks ago. Would expect the same this time around as well. So yeah, three kind of cool nuggets there from Tyler at MishFBFrenzy. Again, give him a follow on Twitter. Great follow for high school football fans. And the second one, our friend Aaron from Flint Prep Fan. He obviously is a little more focused on the Flint area, but with our ties to Corona and mid-Michigan, he's a good follow. But definitely, again, for any high school football fans out there, give Aaron a follow. So yeah, I'll go ahead and just read what Aaron gave us, the 3 things that he's excited for the playoffs, at least the 3 that he noted for us after seeing the playoff matchups come out. The first thing he said is he's excited to see, of course, if Goodrich can repeat as the D4 champion. Currently on a 22-game win streak. It's just insane. Goodrich is on just one heck of a run. They've been to the semifinals or better in the last 3 seasons, but they definitely have a tough road ahead. Possible matchups with 8-1 Chelsea, and we talked to their coach, Noel Dean, a few weeks ago. So, yeah, they could potentially match up with Coach Dean and Chelsea. 9-0 Williamston would potentially be in the regional finals. And then one of the top teams in the division, 9-0 Harper Woods. So Goodrich has split with them the last 2 years in the semifinals. So yeah, a couple potential big matchups for Goodrich, but can they repeat as state champions? Second thing Aaron noted that he's excited about in mid-Michigan in the Flint area is the group of death. I've seen a few people on Twitter note this district as the group of death. It's just absolutely loaded. But so yeah, Division 1, Region 2, District 1, Clarkson versus Davison and Grand Blanc versus Oxford are the matchups. Clarkson is 8-1 and the number 1 team in playoff points for D1. Davison went 8-1 and has D1 talent all over the roster. We know a lot about Davison. Grand Blanc went undefeated, beating Romeo for the first time ever, and are number 3 in playoff points for D1. They're loaded with next level talent, led by quarterback Jake Morrow. And Oxford went 7-2, looking for revenge on Grand Blanc, who beat them in last year's district final. So storylines galore there. All of those storylines, possible regional final against Detroit Catholic Central, who we all know about, and a semifinal potential matchup, 2024 state runner-up Hudsonville. So, I mean, D1 obviously is loaded, but as far as for mid-Michigan, Flint area, that group of death right there, I mean, that's just going to be really cool to see how that plays out. Third thing that Aaron noted that he's excited about is a team that we've kind of talked about a few times, the Montrose Rams. They finished 9-0 for the first time since 2013, shut out 6 teams and only let in an average of 4 points per game. And their offense scores about 40 points. That's 40 points per game. That's a recipe for success right there. High scoring offense, a shutdown defense. I mean, that's what you want if you want to make a run to Ford Field. Aaron said he thinks they have a very winnable district and not easy, but a manageable route to the finals that would avoid, the power over there in that division, Jackson, Lumen Christi. They wouldn't see them until Ford Field. So a potential Ford Field run for the Montrose Rams would be cool to see. So yeah, those are 3 nuggets from Aaron at Flint Prep Fan. Again, give him a follow at Flint Prep Fan. Yeah, we appreciate Tyler and Aaron giving us a few nuggets just to add to our playoff matchup discussion here. It's playoff time. It's crazy.
I just got to point this out. It was an interesting stat, a little bit out of our area, but had some connections. The 3 Point Podcast Prep Spotlight Performance of the Week, and you guys might have seen this. Forest Hills Northern beat Northview 70-35 behind a record-setting performance by junior quarterback Owen Ostapo. 19 carries, 430 yards, 6 touchdowns. Amazing game. He's only a junior. Owen's the son of Northern football coach Eddie Ostapo, and he played high school sports at Owasso. So there's the tie-in connection. Did you guys see that stat? It's amazing.
Oh, no.
I did see that. I saw someone share it on Twitter or something. And I've noticed that last name because, I remember that last name at Owasso. So that's a heck of a game right there. That's for sure.
Yeah. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, I was just going to add the Ludington thing. So obviously I've already brought it up, and you guys, obviously I'm kind of keeping an eye on Ludington. You guys are too. But so yeah, they're in the district with Freeland, Escanaba. They play Big Rapids. I think I saw they're going to play on Friday, Ludington. Mm-hmm. And so they, 9-0, first time going 9-0 since 89, won their first league title since 99. They've never won a playoff game. So this would be their first playoff victory in program history. So that would be huge. And, we've shared some stuff on Twitter, and we've gained some followers up there in Ludington who with the football program. And right. One of the guys replied to one of our tweets about Ludington yesterday, so on Monday, and said that people were already starting to line up their campers at the stadium. So, and that environment, I was definitely going to talk to my parents. I don't know if they're going to be up there. They come down. They go down to, back to our home around Owasso Corona a lot on the weekends to see what the grandkids are up to. But if they're in Ludington this weekend, I was going to definitely be like, you guys might want to make it over to that stadium. I mean, it's like I said, it's right kitty corner to where they live. That's going to be an awesome. I mean, that's just such a cool environment for high school football playoffs. Going for your first playoff win. Like we said, their head coach, this is his last season with his son as quarterback. I mean, that's going to be an awesome environment.
Yeah. Great matchup too against Big Rapids. I think they're 8-1. So it should be
a pretty solid district, honestly. Yeah. From top to bottom.
Oh, that'll be a good one. I was going to throw out too. We do our little complaints talking about the districts and seeding. I looked through some of the other seedings and stuff like that. Like I'm sure you guys did. Ravenna. I mean, Jared, you probably remember covering them when you worked at Fox 17 over on the west side.
Right.
4-5. And they still made the playoffs. I know there's a point system and stuff, but I really have an issue with a team going 4-5.
How about this? De La Salle's in at 3-6.
3-6. I understand. Yeah, you play the teams that give you more points.
It's crazy, man.
Like if you're under 500, I just don't think you should be in the playoffs. But Ravenna, they get, they're cool. You make the playoffs. They get to go play Pewamo Westphalia.
Yeah.
So probably get smashed.
Again, it's just so too many. When you have this many divisions, that's what you got to fill out these brackets somehow.
Right.
That's where a De La Salle comes in. That's where Ravenna comes in, and it's when making the playoffs, when it was, it wasn't a perfect system when it was 6 wins.
Right.
But that was something to be proud of. Like you win 6 games, you're a solid team, and you can stamp it. Now it's like making the playoffs. It's like not even something to, I remember when Corona made the playoffs for my brother's team. It's like, all right, awesome. We get to get like sweatshirts to say with playoffs 20, whatever it was, 13. Nobody's doing that now. It's like, it's not nearly what it once was with that 6-win thresh mark.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well,
I'll add one more little nugget. I know we're about to sign off. Some of my friends that were around my time, they graduated in 2005 from Corona, and they made the playoffs that year. So we obviously made it, and then the year after did not make it, and then so 2 years after me, they made the playoffs, and they played DeWitt, like we talked about Owasso going to play DeWitt. That Corona team, and well, I guess it would have been 04. It was the class of 05, but in 04, went and played DeWitt, got smashed. They've laughed about it and been like, it did not go well. The headline, though, they've laughed, and we laugh about it. The headline of the Argus, Jerome Murphy with a gem, de-whipped. De-whipped.
Yeah, I remember sitting in for I'll mention one more time, the 2013 team when Lansing Sexton got announced, and they were 9-0, beating everybody by like 70 points. You can sense the air get out of it, leave the building when that's announced, and that's probably what happened when it's DeWitt. Oh God.
Maybe and that's
what was ironic is we had Country Day like in Snooze to Use projecting. This is gonna be us first Country Day game 1. So that's what you had to get prepped for that whole first week, and then all of a sudden everything gets switched around. We went to a different district, and it's like wow, like we avoided them. So it's like we're like cheering like when it gets announced. So it's that's the fun part about Selection Sunday, but also kind of the bummer sometimes. But like you said, Owasso, you got nothing to lose, man. Give it a chance. You made the playoffs. It's all gravy at this point.
Absolutely. Well, it is the Z92.5 game of the week. Halloween night. They moved the game time to 7:30 because of the Halloween activities. That's D3, Owasso 6-3 at 9-0 DeWitt, and we'll be there. I'll be there. Mike side with Casey filling in for Bart, who's on location for that night. So that'll be an interesting matchup for sure.